looking at me like that?
Huh?
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know, because you're skinny.
I'm not skinny.
You look skinnier. I just realized it.
I am far from skinny, but I feel...
It's been cold the last few days, so you hadn't been wearing a muscle shirt. And I think that's what it was. I think this is the first time I've seen you in a muscle shirt in a few days. And it like set in how you're a little thinner.
A little thinner. I'll take that. I will take that. Last week we had our friend Gina Brown on and she got us on this detox.
Yeah.
And I'd like to go, I think some people I would be very interested as to, okay, you're the guinea pigs. Tell us how it felt. Right?
Yeah.
So I want to start off by saying, number one, let's give it up for Old Salt Coffee for being amazing to us. Trevino 10, when you buy Old Salt Coffee, you will give me $1 for my veterans. And this week, I will be at Helicopters for Heroes. Very excited about it. But again, anytime I can give money back to our veterans, they need all the help in the world. And I'm happy to do so. And Old Salt Coffee, being veteran owned, being veteran operated, they have agreed that every bag of coffee that you buy with Trevino 10, they'll give me $1. So thank you, Old Salt Coffee. And then Aztec Chevrolet, we'll talk about them.
We'll talk about them later. Yeah.
Big deal. So we started the detox, and the first 2 days is a controlled fast.
So for the record, today is day 7. We are on the last day of our 7-week cycle. Or 7-day cycle. Yes. Pardon me, not 7 weeks.
Now,
we're doing it for 7 weeks.
Now, I will say I was already eating pretty clean already, but I really like the fact that it comes with a little booklet and it says, these are the things you can eat. Eat those. Right?
Which is harder than you think.
It is harder than you think, but I have been sticking to grilled fish, grilled chicken. The harder one for us as Texans is they cut out the beef.
Well, you know what? Honestly, for me, not even so much the beef. For me, it's the eggs because there's no dairy. So
yeah, and I eat a lot of eggs. We eat a lot of eggs.
It's just like, it feels like a quick source of protein to me. And so to not have eggs is hard.
Yeah, we always boil up 6 eggs and they're there ready to go. You know,
or you make scrambled eggs in the morning.
Right. But I will say that the first day of fasting was the hardest.
Well, you and I had a very different experience because I went and got a root canal that morning. Which was always like, it was a good day to start the fast because I couldn't bite or chew on anything anyway. But also I was just like a miserable zombie.
But it made me realize what kind of grasp food has on us. I'm not going to die if I fast for 1 day.
Yeah.
I am grossly overweight. I'm obese. I'm not dying.
Yeah.
But I would walk by a freaking apple and the apple would be like, hey, don't you want to eat me? Aren't you hungry? And I'd be like, yes, Apple. I'm very hungry, but fuck you, right? So the first day was very hard, and
the first day was really hard.
Well, Chief fasts all the time, and Chief goes, this sounds silly. He goes, but what I do is I'm like, if you're hungry, eat this. You eat this. You take it.
He goes, I talk to my pets. I'm having conversations with my arm jiggle.
You eat this. Take it away, right?
But it kind of helps just to like not make you so angry about the fact that you can't eat if you start talking to your
And
fat.
he told me, he goes, second day is going to be easier. And it was, man, I woke up, I was good.
You know what helped me on second day was I woke up feeling so much better, probably because I felt better after the root canal and the anesthesia had worn off. But I just woke up feeling better. And when you wake up feeling good like that, you're like, okay, this is worth continuing.
Man, I woke up great. Gina said, don't work out. I worked out with Chief.
I did not.
We did our hour of jujitsu and worked out exactly like we actually, we were going to do one more 5-minute round. And I said, you know what? Let's play it safe. Then I continued with my projects outside. But by 3:00,
you were wiped on day 2.
At 3:00, I was wiped, but I wasn't hungry.
No, you were just exhausted. You were like, when can we go to bed?
Oh, I mean, I could have fallen asleep at 5:30.
Yeah.
But I will say, And Gina called it, and it is cool when you talk to somebody that is a professional in that business, and then they make you feel, oh, they do know what they're talking about. Because she told me, she
prepped us for what we were,
everything that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then she goes, by the way, second day, you're going to sleep better than you've ever slept before. And she was not lying. I mean, I laid down in bed and me and you watched a little bit of TV.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to at least stay up till 9. I was like, can I make it till 9?
I think we were asleep before 9 on day 2.
And then, I mean, dude, I sank into that bed and I slept so good. And then we woke up. We had to go to...
it was just, what was hard for me on day 1 and day 2, what was really hard for me was at dinner time feeding the kids. Because at the end of the day, I was so hungry. I just wanted a meal. Yeah. And then it's like you're seeing their food and I'm feeding them healthy food. And I'm like, why is it not that bad? Can't I just eat a little of it?
And so that next morning we had to wake up and we could not have, could have our shake in the morning. We could have our pills in the morning. And then at 11:30, the schedule says, eat a salad, eat something vegetarian. Here's the things you can eat. And I got to say, man, like going to 11:30, I was fine.
Yeah.
But that salad you gave me, oh my God, it tasted so good. Like it was the best day. I was like, and I was driving, so I'm eating it with my hands. Like,
and Gina told us too, she was like, your meals should take at least 30 minutes to eat. Like chew your food really well. Man, this is your first food back in your belly. And we're like,
oh, it felt great. And I'm not going to lie. I cheated a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely cheated more than I did. But I also feel like you have more to lose. It's not a big deal. And at this point, I already feel like a freaking A. I am so pot committed. Like, I just want to stick to the damn thing and lose the weight.
I'm really proud of you. And I'm going to do 7. I'm going to take 7 off. And then I'm going to do another 14 is my goal. Or another 7.
Yeah.
But you're going to go. I'm
going to keep it because my fear is if I stop, I don't think I'm going to get back on. But I would rather just plug on through. I'm like losing the weight. I think I'm probably down about 4 pounds at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From the detox and all that?
From when I started.
4 pounds?
I'm down 4 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel, I'm so much. I was just telling you this morning. I was telling Chief, Chief and I have our little conversations about life and how we're feeling, and I wake up. I'm excited about the day. I love life. I love working. I love my projects. I love waking up. I love being busy, and I've never felt tired. And maybe it's coming. But people say, man, when you hit 40, it's over and you want to take naps.
No.
And I don't have that feeling at all. And now that I'm down, because right now I'm down 15 pounds, basically in 2 months.
Yeah.
I feel amazing. I feel positive. My head feels unfoggy.
Yeah.
And I think that part of that is the detox as well. And I'm taking the biggest shits.
Okay. No one needs to know this.
No, they need to know it because it's part of the detox.
They need to know it? No.
Oh my God, dude. Like twice a day, like just bombs.
In some ways, our experience has been very different on this detox, just to clarify.
Renae doesn't shit. And when she does, it doesn't smell. Her shit does not stink.
No, but I do have to say, I also think like I'm riding the train because post baby, I just feel like my energy had tanked and had not quite gotten back to normal. And not that it's normal now.
But you had,
I feel better. I do have more energy.
And again, I am not a woman, but I'm married to one. And as years go by, I have so much more respect for the strength of women. And respect for what women go through, in life.
Yeah.
And after we had the baby, Delilah, I could tell that you were not yourself.
Well,
and it wasn't your fault.
I was trying to breastfeed. I got COVID. I was like
but it was
a non-sleeping zombie.
The hormones and I could just tell that you were a different person. And I see that as time is going by, that you are coming back to yourself.
It takes time to get back to whatever
it does.
normal is.
And for men, and I'm throwing that out there, that you have to be patient with your wife after she has a baby, I was not as patient as I probably should have been. But it is one of those things where you're like, hey, dude, come back. Where are you? Let's go. And especially my personality, right? Where I'm like, come on, what's the problem? We like to laugh. We like to have fun. We like to move. What's the problem? So
I don't want to have fun. I want to sleep.
But all the things that women go through with age, with pregnancy, with having kids, I always laugh when people around Renae will go, man, Jennifer Aniston looks great. And your next word's like, that bitch hasn't had a baby. That bitch has not had a baby.
Her skin hasn't been stretched and pulled.
To the max. But I do, grow and learn to have so much more respect for women, even your teeth and all the things that happen to a woman, and as a husband, I try to be very appreciative of the fact that I would not have the loves of my life without you.
Yeah.
I would not have my son. I would not have my daughter. And for us to have that family.
Well, it takes two of us.
It takes a lot.
It took us both to make that blue-eyed baby.
It does. But again, the weight is on you. Yeah. You have to carry the child. You have to eat healthy. I didn't stop drinking for 9 months. You did.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's so weird. It's like, I was like, oh, I don't want to do this detox, and this is so brutal. Like, it's for me, it was easy to eat healthy when I was growing a human in my body, and now that the human is out, it's harder to eat healthy.
Look, I've been, and I hate to say this because I didn't believe it either. To lose this 15 pounds in this 2 months.
That's crazy that you've lost 15 pounds.
It was actually easy. It really was easy. And I remember Rebecca, talking to your sister, Rebecca. And I go, God, Becca, I just want to lose 20 pounds. And she goes, that's easy. It's nothing. I'm like, it's nothing. I have not been able to drop a pound.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many years, right? I'm working hard. I'm staying busy. I'm staying active. I'm exercising. I'm not losing this damn weight. It's food. Yeah. It is food.
But what was helpful is that once you have this plan, right? At least for me. And once you have this list, a very clear cut list of foods you should be eating and not eating on this detox. I realized that I said the same thing you said. I eat healthy in general. I eat pretty healthy, but then you're super consciously aware of all the times you cheat. And I was like, oh, well, shoot, I cheat a lot. On a daily basis. Because there were my girlfriend Christina is here visiting from California. And there were so many times she'd be like, is that on the list?
But there
are you sure that's on the list?
There's moments where you realize, oh shit, I would have eaten that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no. Delilah was eating something and the spoon was dirty, and before I stuck it in the sink, I was gonna lick it clean with my mouth instead of the faucet. And you were like, Renae, don't eat it. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I don't even think about it.
But all the candies we have in our, I love Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
Right. And after Valentine's Days, you guys got me Reese's peanut butter cups. I haven't eaten one.
Yeah.
But I know that I would have killed all of them within a week.
Yeah.
Within a week, I would have eaten all of the Reese's peanut butter. And, I look at, that's what's crazy is when you go, well, no wonder I wasn't losing weight.
I was cheating a lot.
Yeah, normally I would have this, and this.
Yeah.
But I have learned that when I'm craving or I'm hungry, if I just have a small healthy snack.
Yeah.
If I just eat something healthy, then the craving for bad food goes away.
Well, that I did notice after the first 2 days. And I think that I would remember to do doing forward. So after the first 2 days of detox, even though I was hungry, we went through the grocery store to shop for that first meal. And I saw all the chocolate and I thought I would have been like, oh my God, I want a piece of chocolate. And after the detox, it cut, because I have a major sweet tooth. It cut my sweet tooth, which was really cool.
No, I've noticed that the first 2 weeks of, oh crap, I got to eat healthy are the hardest part. And then now, it's Mark Sandoval called while we were in Rockport, and we'll get into that next. Mark called while we were in Rockport, and his sister owns an awesome Mexican restaurant in Rockport called Rositas. And the food is just amazing. But Mark called, he said, hey, I'm having breakfast at Rositas. Tomorrow, I'd love to have a cup of coffee and eat some breakfast with you. I said, yeah, no problem. I took my little shake and I sat down. Oh my God. They had a breakfast tostada,
Okay.
corn tortilla, refried beans, cheese. She took 2 over easy fried eggs, put them on top.
Not on the diet.
Avocado,
On the diet.
onions, lettuce, and tomato. And I'm looking at it, and that's what Mark ordered. I'm like, oh my God, that looks delicious. But after that initial, like, oh, that looks delicious, let me just drink my shake.
Yeah.
I was fine.
Once your belly's satisfied. Yeah.
You know, I'm good, and I'm really happy where I'm at. I'm very proud of myself that I've been able to stick to it. And to be honest with you, and you guys are going to hate me for saying it, it has been easy. It has not been hard to lose this 15 pounds.
Yeah.
I continue to do what I'm doing, but the change that I made was food.
Yeah.
Food. And I'm also, and Rick, you're going to think I'm crazy, I'm actually craving salads now.
Yeah?
I crave a good salad.
Some veggies. Yeah. I think we're just going to have to be clever and creative in the way we keep reinventing it. Like I had kale salad left in the fridge. It helps to have stuff in the fridge ready to go. And it was like a pre-made kale salad. And I threw some strawberries on top of it.
Well, that's what we did. Something.
Mix it up.
A little flavor, but it was delicious. And I was happy, you know. So I'm very proud of what we're doing, and I'm going to continue to do it. And
I think I'm going to fast again tomorrow. So Gina said, she said, I have the option. If I don't, she said, if I don't want to do 2 days of fasting again, I can just do 1 day of fasting and then the healthy eating for the days 2 through 7. But I think I'm going to do 1 day of fasting again. And then go from there. We'll see.
Don't be a puss, dude.
I'm committing to this thing in like little chunks.
So let's go back to next week, and then we'll talk about this week. I'm so happy to, I have a friend. His name is Damon Perrin from back home, and Damon and I have been friends a long time, but we've never been close friends. And Damon is just a solid man, and he's always, whenever I've had a benefit show, he's always been very, very supportive. So he's always been in my life. We hadn't really become good friends, and John and Dave are doing this Hobbs Hot Rod Run that they've grown over time to raise money for Driscoll Children's Hospital, which when I broke my back playing football, I spent time in Driscoll Children's Hospital. So then Damon calls and says, "Hey, Steve, I really want you to be a part of this, and these guys are my friends, and they need help." So last year, I agreed to do it. And volunteer most of my pay to this event. And I went, and we got to meet John and his brother Jerry, and just salt of the earth, fun-loving, good people.
Yeah.
And last year we raised $100,000, and John said, "Okay, are you going to do this for us again next year?" And I said, "You know what? Yes." Right? It was quite the honor to be able to participate in raising $100,000 for Driscoll Children's Hospital. So this year it came back around.
Yeah.
And we had the opportunity to go to Rockport. And I wanted to surprise Renae with a very special Valentine's gift. By the way, I got a card. I got a card. And I got...
and chocolates that you couldn't eat.
And I got chocolates I couldn't eat. That's what I got for Valentine's Day. And I wanted to give... Renae had been very sweet and patient about asking for a golf cart, because Rockport is a golf cart community.
Yeah.
We have a house in Rockport. She wanted a golf cart. Now, I would have done something more cool. I would have done an old Blazer. I would have done a Jeep, maybe a Scout.
Dealing with loading car seats and sand in a car and all that. A golf cart is just easy, and you hose the whole thing down.
But Mama wanted a golf cart, and I wanted to surprise her. And this woman is fucking impossible. Because Renae is so nosy. Renae wants to know.
Nosy too.
I am not nosy.
Yes, you are.
You have
You're
conversations, and I don't
too.
go. I have a conversation. Renae goes, "Who's that? Who was that? And who are you talking to?" And I don't care who you talk to. I don't care who you text.
I don't ever talk to people.
I'll be texting, and Renae's like, "What's going on?"
No.
So all week, I'm jumping through hoops to make this golf cart thing happen, because
I didn't know.
Not only am I giving her a golf cart, but I'm also having John, going back to John. John has a wrap company called Premier Wraps in Corpus Christi, Texas. And I wanted Captain Evil emblems on the golf cart. So now I've got to coordinate with John. I've got to buy this golf cart without having money coming out of the accounts because Renae also handles our finances sometimes. So now I'm like, oh crap, now I got to figure it out. And they want this and they want that. And so I would get up and go outside to talk. And then I'd come in and she, why'd you go outside? And who are you talking to? And who was that? And I'd have to think fast and be like, well, I was talking to so-and-so. And I'm like, geez, woman, like,
There's a lot going on right now. I didn't really notice.
Can I fucking go outside and have a conversation?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So finally we roll up and then I told Christina, I'm like, okay, I'm going to say we're almost home and then you film. But again, you ruined it because you jumped in the back seat. Christina jumped in the front seat. I'm like, well, fuck, there goes that, right? But we did surprise you.
Yes. Garrett's reaction was the funniest when we see it. 'Cause he's like, Captain Evil, really?
Really?
Are you serious? But the emblems are awesome. John Premier Designs did such a good job. It looks really cool.
So cool. And I told Renae, I said, baby, you cannot get on the 35. Do not get on the 35. I also told Renae, I said, honey, please, we have 2 sets of keys for this golf cart. Please take care of the keys. And she said, I will. First thing she does, gets on 35 and gets pulled over.
I'm on the way to the police department to get my permit to make it street legal.
And I told her, I said, you cannot get on the 35.
No, but I couldn't go anywhere. I didn't have a choice. Just for a little bit, I didn't have a choice.
Your phone is a computer that has a map.
Yeah, the keys, I don't know. You know what I think?
No, the key is I do what the fuck I want.
No. I mean, with the keys. The thing with the keys is...
Oh, and she lost a set of keys already.
I lost a set of keys. No, and the cleaning lady said she texted me. That was her when I was like checking my phone. She said she didn't find the keys. I think when I was cleaning out the garage, because the garage was a disaster. I was picking up like screws.
Why is it a
like
disaster?
That. And I think I threw the pair of keys in the trash, to be honest.
Why is it a disaster?
Why is it a disaster?
Yes, because you are a hoarder.
No, because people rent it and they don't rinse the sand toys and stuff gets moved around and you just have to go back and like reorganize.
You guys remember the hutch that we've been fighting about and the desk? Well, the hutch has now left this house. And now it is just going to live in the garage in Rockport.
No, it is going to get spray painted. I have the spray paint there. I just didn't have time to do it today.
I love this girl with everything I got, people. Everything I got. But
how
that
am I
hutch...
supposed to spray paint it with 2 kiddos running around? With Delilah, it'd have Delilah's little, it would have her little handprints all over it if I tried to spray it while she was around.
Defend yourself all you want. Make excuses why it's not going to get done in months. Please, please, please.
No, I'm going to go down to Rockport.
But there is a coffee table in there. There is 2 end tables in there that she won't get rid of. There is now a hutch.
I threw out some nasty old chairs while I was there.
There is a glass coffee table.
I cleaned that garage all by myself.
There is a glass pillar, fucking whatever
you said
table.
Your mama wants it. No, don't be throwing me under the bus on the podcast.
No.
Anyway. You said your mama wants that.
Anyway, so we go to Hobbs Hot Rod Run, which was Saturday. And again, so many great people, and the event went flawless. Now, one of the things that we were doing with this event is we were giving away a Camaro with $100 raffle ticket.
Yeah, it was like first prize was a Camaro, second prize was like $5,000,
5,000,
right?
Yep.
I forget what the other prizes were.
But they were Yetis.
They were good prizes.
Right? So we were giving prizes, all 1,000 Yeti collection. The next one was a gun. Was it a gun?
I don't remember.
And then $5,000. And then right now, the trick was that Aztec Chevrolet was going to order the vehicle for us. And they were going to give us the vehicle at cost.
And then John took it and they wrapped it and spiffed it up and did their thing to it.
And the idea was that whatever monies we raised over and above the costs, we would then get to donate that monies to Driscoll Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
So, man, we hustled like hell. We talked about it here on the podcast. We sold tickets
John came to when you did your show in Corpus. They had the car parked there at Brewster Street, and everyone coming in and out got to see it, and they were selling tickets to everyone.
I mean, we gave it hell, man.
Yeah.
And we raised quite a bit of money with this car. And then, of course, we give away the Yetis. People keep the Yetis. We gave away a gun. People kept the gun. We gave away the $5,000. And then me being me, I'm like, what are you going to do with that money? I know a great cause, so they actually donated.
Oh, they did? I didn't hear that part of it. Okay.
They donated the $5,000 back at the end of the night. Well, first of all the auction items, including a Rolex, an AR, Blanton's liquor collection,
a Weller's liquor collection. What did I bid on? I bid on some Christian Louboutin
shoes. We had a Louis Vuitton purse. Mm-hmm. We ended up, before the car, we ended up at almost $80,000. And man, I was so proud of that. Not to mention every table that was sold in that place was $1,000 a table. Mm-hmm. And I know that there was 50 tables, so there's $50,000 there, right? Yeah. $50,000 there. Then we got $80,000 about on the auction, right? Then we sold another $5,000-6,000 trying to get more tickets for the car, right? Then they donated $5,000. So, I mean, we hit probably about $150 before the car. I'm about to give away the car, and our friends from Aztec Chevrolet, they're sitting to my right. And it was weird because I'm very astute, and I look around and I notice things, and all of a sudden they're chatting it up and they're talking, and it felt like something was going on, right? And then Jerry and Lou go, "Come here, Steve, come here, before you give the car away." I walk over there and they go, "You know what? We're donating the car. You do not have to pay back the cost on this car." Aztec Chevrolet gave a brand new Camaro away for Driscoll Children's Hospital.
Amazing.
And I walked on stage and I said, "Everybody pull out your cell phones."
Yeah.
Because this is huge, right? Not only did Aztec Chevrolet give us the car, they're going to give it to us completely for free. So we raised another 60-something thousand on this car.
That's amazing.
And I call the winner up, and I hope we have the video because we're going to share the video with you. But she was like, "Are you fucking with me? You're fucking with me," right?
Well, they were at the event and they had already left.
They were already on their way home, and she was, "We're coming back. We're coming back. Are you fucking with me? We're coming back." So they come back, and it was so beautiful because, God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
She comes up to me and she says, "My son," I don't want to get it wrong, her kid is literally having surgery at Driscoll Children's Hospital in 5 days from then.
Yeah.
So this week.
Yeah.
She goes, "I prayed about it." She goes, "We have been through so much with the health of our kid." She goes, "My husband has been so strong." She goes, "I prayed about it. I knew I was going to win it. And I told myself that if I win it, I'm going to give it to my husband." So she gave the car to her husband. And she said, "You know what? We're also going to donate $10,000. I mean, when you see stuff like that, and that's the thing is like when I do a charity like that, there are times when I go, man, I could be making a lot more money this weekend.
Yeah.
I could be doing something else where I could be making a lot more money, but when it all works out like that, and I'm there, and I'm willing to bet we're gonna hit the 200,000 mark. And when people win $5,000 and donate it back, right? Vance Dawson was always.
Oh, there was a 50-50 raffle too, and even that guy who won donated. I can't remember what the amount was, but he donated it back.
We lost Vance Dawson last year, and it was heartbreaking. But his son has now taken over the business, and I always had Vance at my fundraisers, and Vance was always at my fundraisers, and I would give Vance shit,
Yeah.
And then Bubba showed up, his son, and his son came in really hard on charity. And
he's
really
very generous.
Dawson's Recycling. And I told the people, there's probably 200 people in the room. And I said, I want you guys to think about next time you buy a car, right? Next time you buy a car, ask yourself, who was here tonight? Who donated the car? There's a lot of huge, huge car dealerships in South Texas.
Yeah.
I didn't see them there. This is a hot rod run about cars. The only car dealer I saw there, Aztec Chevrolet.
Yeah.
So, again, when I tell you that these are good people, they're good people. Give them a chance.
Yeah.
Because, again, I mean, there are groups in Corpus Christi that have 5, 6, 7 dealerships. They weren't there.
Yeah.
I didn't see a
they
check.
have families and they have kids and, that are all involved in activities and everything just for them to make the trip from Beeville to be there for that evening,
So, I mean, from me to you, our friends at Aztec Chevrolet, thank you so much. And, I'm sure that the folks at Driscoll Children's Hospital have been so very appreciative because they've always been, very appreciative. So,
yeah, they were there that night too.
What an amazing evening.
Yeah.
And it was just awesome.
They did a good job.
We had a blast doing it. I got to do some stand-up. I thought it would be neat to tell some stories about, my journey into my career and how I got where I got. And I think people really appreciated that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I think I got a commercial.
What?
And they said, check your emails.
Which one?
I don't know.
Captain Evil might be on your TV again. That Everlywell one, we got to figure out what's going on with that one because everybody sees that one.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Okay, we'll talk about it. It's a lot to read. It's a lot to read.
And you can't read fast enough. But it was just such amazing night. And I was happy that I got to see my dad. Garrett got to spend some time with his dad. Dude, that guy, it's so funny, these kids, there's moments of as they grow up where I like being here, but I'm not spending the night here.
Yeah.
Right? Like when he was 3 or 4, he's like, I'm going home with you guys, right? Like,
yeah. Just to be clear.
Yeah, just to be clear. Yeah. And then now he's like, I'm staying here.
Yeah.
And there's not even a goodbye, not even a hug.
No,
he's just
nothing. Just playing, hey, I'm leaving, Garrett. Garrett, I'm leaving.
And he's just like, whatever. So Garrett got to spend a lot of time with his cousins and Delilah too. And it makes you realize that, Delilah's 15 months now, but our family really hasn't had time with her. Because of COVID, because of everybody's crazy schedules, getting back into the groove of things, and
because it's hard to travel with 2 kids, and it's like we're doing it with you for your career so that our family can have time together. So when I'm not doing that, I'm like, can we just be in one place? I don't want to have to travel again with these 2 children.
So it was nice that Delilah's godparents got to squeeze on her a little bit and see her, and my sister, she was like, Steve, we haven't seen her in months. So she's become a little girl now. Mm-hmm. She walks around she'll go in the closet and pick stuff out and throw it around her neck and walk around.
Yeah.
And, today she wanted her little backpack. And she gets her little backpack, my backpack. And she puts her little backpack on and she's becoming a daddy's girl, which I'm loving. I told you, you're going to do all the hard work and then I will steal her just like I did Garrett. But wonderful charity weekend. And then we're going to go. So maybe it wasn't such a smart thing to do because of finances, but I donated the last 2 weekends in February to charity. And one was Hobbs Hot Rod Run. Mm-hmm. By the way, if you've had a child in Driscoll Children's Hospital, a great way to donate to Driscoll Children's Hospital is through our friends at Hobbs Hot Rod Run. They are 100% volunteer, and every penny you give them goes into...
And now they've set up an endowment. So the money's sitting in an account, and even that money is generating interest. It's going to Driscoll, which is really awesome.
So then now, that's not my charity. I'm very proud to be a part of it, and I'm the entertainment for the charity, but I'm not in it day to day. I don't go out and hustle it year round like I do with Helicopters for Heroes. But this week is Helicopters for Heroes, and I'm so it's my favorite weekend of the year.
Yeah,
it really is, and all the hard work and all the hustling and all the events that we do throughout the year. We did a golf tournament. We did the giveaway. It all comes to this weekend where we all get to be together and celebrate our veterans and just have a wonderful weekend. And I'm really excited because this is the first time that you get to bring Garrett.
This is the first time I'm going,
get to go.
and I'm bringing the kids, and I've never been, so I don't even know what to expect. But I know Dad did it with you. My dad did it with you last year and loved it. He was like, no, I am going. Because I was like, Dad's got a lot going on right now. I don't know if it's a good time. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it this year. And he was like, no, I want to go.
No, he wants to go because, I've taken him. This is the third year for him.
Oh, is it really? I didn't realize that.
I think it's the second or third year for him to come with me. But, it's such a beautiful weekend and an emotional weekend, but fun at the same time. Yeah. I'm so very excited. And I'm proud to say that, one of the main sponsors we brought in from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, amazing.
Big shout out, man, to the team over at Brewster Street Ice House. Again, those of you in South Texas, not only are these guys continuing to bring you entertainment that nobody else has ever done in Corpus Christi, they wrote us a very, very fat check for Helicopters for Heroes, and they will be there. So for me, it's like the first time that I have dragged some South Texas people into that world up there in Ennis, Texas, and we're just super thrilled. And I had Garrett at jiu-jitsu yesterday, and we're there.
Oh, he came home and told me, because you were on a phone call after a ninja class, and he came in and he goes, Mom, we're a little late because there was a veteran there.
Yes. AJ. And he's training jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. He is an amputee from above the knee down. And
Garrett said he had like a robotic leg. Is that
he's
right,
an amputee, so he has a false.
Oh, that's what
limb.
he meant. Okay.
Yeah. And the guy is textbook hardcore, veteran, and I've seen him a few times. I've shaken his hand. Something came over me and I said, no, I'm going to invite him, and I said, AJ, I said, I have this organization. He goes, I know it's helicopter. He already knew.
Oh.
He goes, I know it's Helicopters for Heroes. He goes, man, it's a dream of mine to do that. And I go, come on. I go, I got you. I go, I'll buy you a plane ticket. He goes, no. Can I drive up? I said, you can drive up. So I wanted to invite him. And to me, something like that, it's like, it's this week. I surprised you with it. Uh-huh. You hadn't had time to think about it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And I wanted a veteran from New Braunfels.
Yeah.
Where I live to come as well. And last year, and I called Philip. Philip hasn't called me back.
Yeah.
Phil McGrill. Mm-hmm. He hasn't called me back. I'm hoping, and they have their hands full with the new baby. Yeah. So I don't want to bug him too much, but I'm just really looking forward to this week. And I'm really excited because we did get some footage of the car giveaway from Aztec Chevrolet.
Oh, okay.
So we would like to share it on this podcast with you guys, and hopefully you get that warm, fuzzy feeling that I have right now and that I get when we do good stuff like that. And if anything, it doesn't have to be veterans. It doesn't have to be kids. And you don't need money. Get involved. You don't need money. You can be a volunteer and show up and help out. I mean, I got there to meet with John Friday at 4:00. Well, they were still setting up chairs. They were still putting out the liquor bottles. They were still putting out programs.
Oh, and poor John. On top, he's got this huge event on Saturday,
yes.
and he's like delivering a golf cart for me on Friday morning. So thank you.
John. That's why I stayed Friday. That's why I stayed that Friday. I stayed an extra 45 minutes to an hour, helping them finish set up. But again, you don't have to have money to do something good, to volunteer. You don't have to own the organization. Get involved with something that touches your heart and give up a weekend. Help out. Do what you can to give back, because in my opinion, that's how we end up with a great world.
Yeah.
Is by physically showing up and giving back.
Yeah.
So here's a little video from our friends at Hobbs Hot Rod Run, and of course our friends at Aztec Chevrolet. Once again, guys, think about where you buy your vehicle from next time, because they give back. So that's another way to give back. right? That's another way to give back.
Yeah.
Hey, I need to buy a vehicle. I want to buy a vehicle. Let me buy it from
Support those
Aztec Chevrolet.
Yeah.
They're going to in turn take some of their profits and then give back. Well, I was a part of that. I supported them. I bought a car from them knowing that they're going to go back and give some back to the community. So I forgot to tell you that you look beautiful.
Thank you.
You always do.
Thank you.
Is that a rental? What is that?
No, this is an oldie but a goodie.
Wow, you look absolutely fantastic. And I don't think you realize how much weight you lost and how great you look after having a baby. But I'm here to tell you, you look amazing and I love you.
Thank you, but I still don't have abs.
No Croatia. Steve Trevino, Captain Evil. We love you guys. Please continue to share. Please continue to comment. Please let us know what you think of our podcast because it really means the world to us. And, Palm Beach, Florida next week. Oh,
yeah. You got Palm Beach coming up. You're doing
Tulum, Mississippi.
Tunica. We like both
Tunica.
screwed that up.
Tunica, Mississippi. I'm doing a casino.
Tunica. You're doing North Carolina and South Carolina.
Very excited about it.
You're Greensboro and Greenville. You're doing Brea is coming up. You're doing Cincinnati. You're doing Philly. Garrett has off that Friday, so maybe we'll all go. I think there's
Philly?
I think there's like a Sesame Street theme park there or something. Maybe we'll take Delilah.
But there's also a casino, so it's going to get very complicated. Very complicated. We love you guys. Thank you for listening to yet another episode of this bullshit. You have your cell phones out. Let's go live on Facebook. Go live on Instagram. Here we go.
I can already tell you this is going to be big.
Are we live yet?
Well, some are. Right there. He's live. The Dawsons are live right now.
Pull your phones out. Let me tell you. I just walked up. Aztec Chevrolet called me over. They just told me that they are now going to cover the cost of the car. They're going to donate the car completely.
How about that? That is so great. Aztec Chevrolet covering the cost of the car 100%.
How about a big round of applause from our friends at Aztec Chevrolet?
Nice job, guys.
Give us a Camaro!
Beautiful. That is so great. Aztec Chevrolet, that is absolutely fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Wow. Where's our friends from the Driscoll Children's Hospital? Come on up here. Come on up here. Give them a round of applause. They are at it day in and day out.
Just to touch on Aztec one more time. David and I literally just called them after last banquet and just talking to Louis as an idea. Just an idea of, man, I think we want to give away something pretty cool. And he said, what do you want? I said, I think I'd always be cool to give away a car. And he said, tell me what you want and I'll send it to you. I called him on a Thursday, Monday morning, the car was sitting in my shop. I want to appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. That means a whole bunch and it all goes to Driscoll Children's Hospital.
Wonderful job. Aztec Chevrolet, Driscoll Children's Hospital.
Go see these guys. They will really
So great.
take care of you. I promise.
Oh, listen, next time you think about buying a car, you think about tonight. They didn't have to do that, but they did. One more round of applause for our friends at Aztec Chevrolet.
And Driscoll Children's Hospital, come on.
Showing us how classy South Texans are. Thank you so much, Aztec Chevrolet.
All right, is it time to do this?
Let's give it away. Roll it up, Dave. You lost the key, and you can't find them.
It's okay, we'll just smash the box open. He actually doesn't know where the key is.
You're kidding, right?
Is it with the keys to the Camaro? No?
There we go. Woo. Here we go.
We were so scared.
Give it a turn.
Somebody is going to win that beautiful Camaro that's been parked outside. Unbelievable.
This is unbelievable. Keep rolling on the cameras. Let people see what we do here in South Texas to raise money for Driscoll Children's Hospital.
The premier Hobbs banquet with Aztec Chevrolet benefiting Driscoll Children's Hospital.
Oh, You would think they'd play a drum roll or something.
Let's find out who just won a Camaro.
Christina Fortilla. Is there a Christina Fortilla? Let's call her. 951. Oh, I should not say that out loud.
I have to call her up and let her know. Yeah, right. She's not here. Just, hey, look, I won't tell if y'all know. Let's spin this bitch again.
Quiet.
They won't let us do that.
Hey, Christina, Steve Trevino. How are you? Do you remember buying a ticket to try to win a Camaro?
To win a what?
A Camaro? Yeah, the Camaro.
You're fucking with me, aren't you?
Congratulations, you just won a Camaro from Aztec Chevrolet and our good friends at Hobbs Hot Rod Run. Yes!
Are you fucking, wait, no, are you fucking with me?
No, we're not fucking with you.
What the hell? It's not over. Why would you call it now? Why wouldn't you call last? I'm so confused. Are you fucking with me?
Why are you yelling at me? I just gave you a Camaro.
No, we're going back. We're coming back. Okay?
Get your ass out of here.
That's the best.
She's like, leave this car in a ditch. Fuck this car. Let's go back.
They're gonna crash that one coming to get the new one. Oh, man.
I cannot wait for her to get here.
Wow. What's up?
Hold on. How far is she? Yes, he's still telling her. Yes, you really did win it.
She still thinks we're having phone sex with
He's
her.
the guy in the blue suit.
That's so funny.
Oh, hold on.
So,
Hold on. We're on hold.
are you on hold?
Quiet on the set.
He just made an offer.
The banker has said, deal.
What does she want? She wants the car, doesn't she? Yeah, she wants that car.
They'll be here in 10 minutes. Wow.
Nice job.
That's a $40,000 ticket right there. Aztec Chevrolet, thank you so much.